By 2030, 69% of India's population will be of working age, about 1 billion people. Over the next decade, India will supply nearly 25% of the global workforce, especially crucial as developed nations face aging populations and labor shortages. However, World Bank data shows that 24% of India's youth are not engaged in education, employment or training. To harness this demographic advantage, we must focus on education, employment and skill development. Modernizing our training methods to align with emerging technologies like AI, automation and digital tools is vital. This transformation will prepare India's youth for the fast evolving global job market and unlock their full potential. Hello everyone. It's exciting to be back at Janatics India, this time at the impressive Yash Bhoomi Convention Center in Delhi. Yash Bhoomi is the largest convention center in India and Asia. This year, Janatics India concludes on September 20th, which also marks 6 years since the foundation stone for Yash Bhoomi was laid in 2018. Janatics India, now in its 14th edition, has become a premier international exhibition and conference for education and skills development. This platform brings together educators, industry leaders and solution providers from around the world, fostering collaboration and innovation to shape the future of learning. Hi, I'm Tabish Haroon, founder of TechRover Didactic. Our mission is to bridge the gap between industry and academia. At TechRover, we're fostering an ecosystem where technology providers, academia, industry, government and students come together to create a self-reliant future. It's all about connecting the dots. We focus on creating content that showcases technology, innovation and education while sharing valuable insights from our technology and knowledge partners. Our goal is to equip aspiring technocrats with industry-relevant skills, helping them add value to India's growing manufacturing ecosystem. According to the World Economic Forum, machine intelligence is to Industry 4.0 what the steam engine was to the first industrial revolution. Just like steam transformed manufacturing, intelligence is now driving the future of industry. This rapid transformation requires a mix of solutions from flexible robotics to AMRs, 3D printing for custom fixtures and variables for real-time alerts to managers and technicians. As Industry 4.0 continues to evolve, the integration of technologies like machine intelligence, robotics and smart systems is becoming essential for modern manufacturing. This transformation demands not only advanced solutions but also skilled professionals who can navigate and implement these technologies effectively. This is where Janatics steps in. With a strong focus on industrial automation, they're providing the tools and expertise needed to make Industry 4.0 a reality. From innovative industrial automation solutions to educational programs that bridge the gap between industry and academia, Janatics is actively contributing to the development of future-ready workforce while driving automation forward. I'm pleased to be joined today by Mr. Ganapathy Subramaniam, who has been a key figure at Janatics since 1996. As AVP Technical, he has been instrumental in driving the company's industrial automation initiatives and shaping their didactic programs. With a wealth of experience in application engineering, product design and training, he brings invaluable insights into the intersection of education and automation technology. It's a real privilege to speak with him today. Thank you so much for inviting TechRover Didactic.
Welcome.
And allowing us to explore, highlight and collaborate with Janatics and its technological products and solutions. And thank you for joining us today.
Thanks a lot.
With your extensive experience in industrial automation and your leadership at Janatics, I'm really excited to explore your personal journey and evolution of industrial automation as an industry and how Janatics has evolved over these years. To begin with, you have been with Janatics since 1996. You started your journey as a trainee and then eventually as a head in applications and training department, and then today as associate vice president. How do you look at your journey?
It's a fascinating journey actually. Started as a trainee in the company, learned lots of things. Today, more than fascination, it gives happiness to me because whatever we have learned over the last 25 years, we are giving back to the academia. So that gives more of happiness. Fascination per se, got experience with various divisions starting from product development, then handing it over to the customers in the form of a solution, then learning new technologies, going back to the customers and training them once again, and bundling them and providing that as a solution to the industry and as well as for the educational community. So that was the most happiness part when we give it completely back to the institute, creating future engineers. So that's a fascinating by and large, I would say.
Given your deep involvement in training and technical development at Janatics, how do you see skills and education is evolving in industrial automation sector?
First of all, skilling is important for the students. Upskilling is more important for the existing employees in the company, for which we actually cater to both of these needs. With the evolution of the technologies in the industry, like Industry 4.0, you need to do upskilling for the existing employees, otherwise it's a problem in retaining them or retaining their own jobs for them. So what we do, we go and do this education in the industries for the customers, as well as in the institutes, we do in a different way. Like I talked about Industry 4.0, we have got Education 4.0. Where the routine, monotonous, classroom-based education is no more there, especially after this COVID happened, right? So the same thing we have also adopted. What we do is we have our own e-learning modules where we put our standard programs into it. The students learn the technologies at their own comfort. Technologies like pneumatics,
Right.
hydraulics, electrical, electronics. So they learn it. After that program, we provide customized training, or we gather only for clarifying their doubts, or we gather around these laboratories where they get some hands-on experience on that one.
Right.
So that's the kind of evolution we are seeing in skilling today.
That's the way forward, like you said. You know, Janatics has a long and innovative history in industrial automation sector. Can you share how Janatics has evolved over these years, given the fact that Janatics started as a product manufacturing company and now as a complete solution provider globally?
When we made product, a customer is asking for a product, we gave them a product. Not in all cases, customer is quite knowledgeable enough to ask or demand for a particular product. Even the same company, when a new employee joins, the enough knowledge the person may not possess. So we have to train them, we have to provide the necessary solution for a particular problem. We'll have to come out, provide a complete package. So we found just 2 decades back itself, we have to go, we have to understand the customer's need, provide the complete package. This we had been doing for almost 25 years in the name of a division called Application Division. Today, that itself has spinned off a separate division, like a separate company. Apart from Janatics manufactured products, we buy certain technologies, we aggregate them, so we provide the complete solutions, so by which we are able to solve the problems of more and more customers in the field.
With Janatics' core focus on industrial automation, Industry 4.0 and skill development, how do you see these areas contributing to the future of automation industry?
Like the technology says Industry 4.0 and even in Education 4.0, and doing mass production like mass learning, it's more of customized education, customized products and solutions. These technologies now helps us to provide solutions at a shortest possible time. The idea is to provide more customized solutions depending upon the customer's needs. We can do. That's how it is going to evolve.
That means all these areas are contributing together to the evolution of not only industry but also the transformation which is taking place in education right now.
We get more varieties according to the customer's needs. We can provide products. You don't need to push one standard product off the shelf. Every customer. One size fits all.
Like you said, it's era of customization. Janatics India is India's and Asia's largest event for education and skill development, and it truly unites every stakeholder involved in this ecosystem. What excites Janatics the most about participating in this event, and what are the key objectives of Janatics for this year and for the future?
Like you mentioned, Janatics India is the one and only event that actually connects industry like us with the academia. The objective is mainly not directly just to connect only with the institutes. The students has to get benefited out of the initiative. Core objective to create better engineers for the future. The organizers from Janatics India helps us to fulfill this purpose. They connect us very well. So they connect the industry and the institute as well. So we should thank them also. So this is one platform where we are able to get things done for our objectives.
I think it's truly what we want to create for the student fraternity, where we would create an ecosystem or a platform where engineering students would see the real technologies in industries. That's what Didactic India is all about.
So whatever they see in the classroom, they don't get the opportunity to see how they function. So they can witness them here. Just by witnessing, they won't be able to register everything. So we do a skill competition. We throw a challenge in front of them. So they design certain products, they machine, they have assembled them. At multiple stages, these students have actually demonstrated to us, and we had a jury. Finally, last 20 filtered the best on top 20 students come here to show their skills. So now we are more confident that they understand how their knowledge could be utilized for industry automation requirements.
Absolutely. This is a wonderful opportunity for the students. So could you walk us through the exhibits you are showcasing at this event, such as modular manufacturing systems? And we just really want to know, how do these exhibits help in advanced education and skill development in industrial automation and also in light technologies?
Since you asked me about this modular manufacturing system, we are just standing next to it. So there are 4 units here. The first one at the last has a magazine, which it's called a stack magazine. About 4 to 6 components are stored one top another. The objective is, let us say I want so and so components, like an aluminium or a blue color plastic pod or some other material. Let us say I'm a customer and you are a supplier here. I place the order, I want so and so mixture of aluminium 3 number, 1 plastic, or 2 aluminium, 1 wood, 1 plastic. This instruction goes through our platform to this vendor. From there, the automated system, there let us say it is like a inward where the raw material part comes inside. The robot with an autonomous mobile robot facility, it's the drops into it, and the entire thing is getting assembled and delivered to the finished goods facility here. So it is like a smart manufacturing facility. Like a customer, you can place an order. This facility understands your requirement, process everything, manufactures or assembles, and finally delivers it. The pick vehicle has to come and just pick it and deliver it to you. This kind of manufacturing we are demonstrating using the MMS, that is the modular manufacturing system. Why this is required? This is how it is going to be in future, because India is evolving. Getting low-cost labor will be a problem. Skilled workforce will be the need of the hour. Skills means not becoming master in one area. Skilling in all the technologies, which will help a customer to provide customized solutions. So this modular manufacturing is a platform where they learn about nature of manufacturing.
That would mean students, aspiring engineers, if they want to understand the real technologies and the processes of smart factories, they would have hands-on on this modular manufacturing system. How effectively and intuitively do aspiring engineers learn about Industry 4.0 allied technologies or features like production monitoring, OEE, and machine monitoring?
We provide a separate solution. It has a software. We have worked with various companies, a standalone customized solution developed by us, and also we have worked with ThinkWorks platform of PTC. So we use these standard off-the-shelf technologies or customized technologies just actually to show to students that you yourself can develop a software of that sort, or you can buy, if the company is so big, you want a standard off-the-shelf solution like PTC ThinkWorks, use those platforms also, create your own IoT platform and provide the necessary dashboards to the management to take the timely decisions. That includes the OE, productivity, etc. So these stations could be coupled with that for that benefit.
Correct. So I think augmented reality would also be a part of an educational offering, wherein it would help in real-time data visualization, enhancing that. And how does that help in improving the experience of learning for the students?
There are 2 things actually out of these various pillars under this 4.0. One you have talked about is AR, the other one is VR also. So for training we use VR. AR is more of resolving the complaints in the field. So it is pre-development, pre-design, pre-execution. VR comes in play where a new recruit can be exposed to this before touching the real product. That's mainly for learning. We use this virtual reality technology. Then this one is more of physical and digital, that is augmented reality. How we leverage this technology, not everyone need to be skilled. We want to unskill certain portions. I have a field engineer somewhere in Dubai or USA or some other country, but the training has not yet been transferred to that country, but the product has been already shipped. But my engineer is sitting there with an iPad. So I can just ask him to download an augmented reality application, ask him to show his camera on top of this unit. He will tell me, sir, this is not working. I don't know how this works. What's the problem?
There will be a digital layer over
Yeah, a digital layer on top of it. I can just push the instructions,
Yeah.
your videos or instructions to you so that you can just comfortably resolve the problem.
Right.
So for that we effectively utilize it.
Yeah.
In industry it is quite popular. The same thing has been taught in this modular manufacturing system.
That would mean we are training students or aspiring engineers for these immersive technologies like VR or AR, which also has applications in industries right now. That way they would have an understanding about these technologies and they would apply it in their field. Automation Studio with PLC is positioned as one tool for learning mechatronics and allied technologies. What are some of the key features of Automation Studio that really stand out for the students?
Automation Studio per se, it's a very good tool. First of all, we had been in association with FAMIC Technologies for over 2 decades now. Since 2004 we are with them and they have been providing great products. So in the market, if you ask me, especially for fluid power, other players in the industry, they provide for pneumatics a separate software or for hydraulics separate software. But where in industry, they are not independent, they are all together. So it can be independent as well, they can be together as well. This software, you can design a pneumatic system and hydraulic system all in the same platform. Just for an example I am saying. This is one key feature. Apart from that, we have got the digital twin where you can do the simulation by making what say software in loop, hardware in loop. Even without a real hardware, you can do the virtual commissioning. So these, to some extent, it is up to the education side. But when you go for the industry, the real value that you get is from the manufacturer's catalog. Let us say Janatics products, we have got more than 4,000 products, 40,000 plus variants. All those parts are available as a library inside Automation Studio. You have got hundreds of manufacturers catalog information already preloaded into Automation Studio, which you won't get anywhere else. The benefits are like what is the pressure, if you change the pressure, how it will affect the flow, what is the response, the characteristics, curves.
Right.
All those things are already loaded into this software, very much required for any designer in an industry.
So as a part of your collaborative efforts, we also saw your collaboration signing an MOU with the International Automobile Excellence Center. What can we expect from that collaboration and what is it for students that they can expect from this collaboration?
They have a very good facility, they have a very good network, they have a very good customer base which demands continuous upskilling. It's not just for students alone, it's for the industry community in and around that area and exclusively made for automotive. So highly demanding sector. Right. So like this, actually we will be planning for more sector-based training centers across the country. Right. So this one is for automotive. Right. So we'll be similarly we'll have to do something for foundry or textile. Right. Like this we'll be planning across the country.
We also saw as a collaborative effort by Janatics, we saw you have been expanding globally as well. Can you talk about how it is adding to the growth of Janatics?
I think you are referring to the recent establishment of our network in Vietnam, Indonesia. It's a feather on the cap now, we can say.
Right.
We'll be going global similarly, either directly with our branch or with the distribution channels like this.
Janatics hitting the mark of 10,000 followers on LinkedIn. How does Janatics plan to maintain and expand its thought leadership? And also how Janatics is planning for next 5 to 10 years, particularly in terms of technological advancements and expansion, both domestically and internationally.
So when you say domestic, I think with the current trend, the demand for the Indian products, the plans of various multinational companies establishing their own facility in India, I think if we address to the domestic requirements, I think we cater to the international requirements also. We are, of late, we are getting various inquiries from many customers. Right. From various segments, apart from the conventional last 45, 50 years, whatever we had been doing, we are seeing new segments coming up in the country. Like that, we are seeing more progress, new segments coming up. We are seeing that very exciting days for us ahead. So we will be coming out with more products for semiconductor, EV, hydrogen, process industry. So that is how we see.
It was wonderful speaking to you, Mr. Ganapathy. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Nice meeting you again.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you so much. As I conclude my insightful conversation with Mr. Ganapathy Subramaniam, it's hard not to be inspired by his incredible journey. He started at Janatics in 1996 as a trainee and has grown through the ranks from a trainee to head of applications and training to his current role as AVP Technical. His personal growth mirrors the transformation of Janatics itself from a product manufacturer to a global solutions provider in industrial automation. Mr. Ganapathy shared his joy in giving back to the community by providing solutions that will shape the engineers of the future. Today, his role isn't just about leadership, but contributing to the broader societal and industrial ecosystem, especially through skill development and education in automation. A key highlight of our discussion was the parallel evolution of Education 4.0 alongside Industry 4.0. E-learning, especially post-COVID-19, has become central to modern education, and Janatics is actively contributing to this shift. They've embraced this new era through their modular manufacturing systems, integrating Industry 4.0 technologies, pushing the boundaries of education and automation. Janatics' journey has evolved from being a product manufacturer to a complete solutions provider, always adapting to changing customer demands. Mr. Ganapathy emphasized that in today's world of mass customization, a one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work anymore. Whether it's products, solutions, or training, everything needs to be tailored to diverse industry needs, and Janatics is at the forefront of this transformation. We also discussed their new experience centers, immersive learning spaces like the one in Bangalore, designed to advance education in industrial automation. Janatics is also entering the STEM education space, offering unique learning systems for schools that connect the physical world with the digital one. Janatics has also expanded its digital footprint with over 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, showing their growing influence and thought leadership in automation. Looking ahead, Janatics is positioning itself to provide solutions for emerging markets like semiconductors, electric vehicles, and hydrogen technologies. Mr. Ganapathy shared his vision of what we can expect from Janatics the next 5-10 years, both domestically and internationally, setting the stage for the future of industrial automation. Finally, Mr. Ganapathy's personal story is one of the humility and determination. He shared how his early projects like building pneumatic solutions for bus doors remain a source of pride, and his message is clear. If he could start as a trainee and grow to become the AVP of Janatics, many aspiring engineers can do the same. He humbly credited Janatics' founders for providing opportunities, but his perseverance and hard work have been key to his success. This conversation has just scratched the surface, and there are many more stories to share. Stories that will inspire the next generation to take the leap into the future with determination and hard work. Leaving you with these inspiring insights and stories, a true testament to the power of innovation, education, and determination. As we wrap up here at Janatics India, it's clear the future of automation and skill development is brighter than ever. Signing off from Janatics India. Until next time.